Today's top news headlines: plates of Nungdolan Bridge collapse, trucks stranded. Manipur sees 160 COVID-19 fresh infections, 6 deaths in 24 hours. And Akhilesh pledges to make all farmers debt-free by 2025. Good evening and welcome to Pony Television English News at 7 p.m. I'm Loving RIMAI giving you the latest news update. Plates of Nungdolan Bridge along National Highway 37 Imphal-Jiribam Road collapsed on Tuesday, due to which several Imphal-bound loaded trucks were stranded. No casualties were reported. Imphal-bound goods-laden trucks coming from Jiribam district were stuck due to the bridge snag. According to sources, it will take some time to repair the bridge. Notably, Makru Bridge and Barak Bridge along the Imphal-Jiribam Highway were inaugurated by Chief Minister N. Biren recently, but Nungdolan Bridge remains neglected. In the meantime, a small temporary bridge was built by the concerned department to allow passing of stuck vehicles on the highway. On Sunday, Manipur's coronavirus case tally climbed to 135,170 with addition of 160 fresh infections. 6 deaths were reported in the past 24 hours, taking the death toll to 2,072. As per the Manipur COVID-19 Command Control Room, the positivity rate was 7.8%. The State COVID-19 Command Control Room in a release said the fresh infections were detected after testing 2,055 samples in the past 24 hours. It added that 171 persons were discharged in the same hours. Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav on Tuesday released the party's manifesto for the upcoming Uttar Pradesh Assembly election. This is called Samajwadi Vachan Patra with a tagline, Satya Vachan Atut Vada, Word of Honor, Unbroken Promise. Addressing a press conference, Yadav said, "I remember that when in 2012 the SP had released its manifesto, and then when we formed the government, we held a meeting of all departments related to various promises and fulfilled all those promises. With Satya Vachan Atut Vada, we are going to people with this document as manifesto for 2022. Yadav said in 4 years all farmers by 2025 will be made debt-free and Krin Mukti law will be made that would benefit most poor farmers. The 88-page manifesto promised minimum support price MSP for all crops, besides ensuring payment for sugarcane farmers in 15 days. We'll form a corpus of this if required, Yadav said. All farmers will get free power for irrigation, interest-free loan, insurance and pension arrangements will be made, he added. The SP chief said an Urban Employment Guarantee Act will be brought on the lines of the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, MGNREGS. The former chief minister said there would be 33% reservation to women in government jobs, including in the police department. The manifesto also promised free education for girls from primary classes till post-graduation. Also, a Kanya Vidyadhan scheme will be launched again, under which girls clearing the 12th board exam will get a one-time amount of Rs 36,000. It also pledged to give a laptop to all students clearing their class 12 boards. Yadav said the Samajwadi pension will be relaunched, under which elderly people, needy women and families in the below poverty level BPL category will get 18,000 rupees per person every year. This will benefit nearly 1 crore families, he said. Further, the manifesto said Samajwadi canteens and Kirana grocery stores will be established where poor laborers, masons and destitutes will get ration and other essentials. on concessional rates. These canteens will provide Samachwadi thali for 4 rupees 10. The aim of this scheme is to end the hunger problem in the state, the SP president said. The helpline number for migrant laborers of the state, 1890 Mazdoor Power Line, will be launched, the manifesto added. Executive Director of Lawyers for Human Rights, Manipur, LHRM, Kurohanba Luang, on Tuesday hailed the role played by private financial institutions in Manipur. He was talking to media at Manipur Press Club in Imphal. He underlined on the need to support and encourage such a financial institutions in Manipur as they have made immense contribution in the state economy for many years. Though there are a few numbers of NGO, MFI among the non-banking financial companies, NBFC has been contributing well in Manipur's economy, Kurohanba said. LHRM will file a PIL against the state government if it continues to remain silent in implementing Bud's Act, he said.
Hanagi Fazana to Jariba regulated Oiraba RBI number DMCNA Ministry of Corporate Affairs na Government of India regulate Tauraba Aduma Makalgi company sing a say a sea na Maraibahan Tijalakba Adugi Kudung Chada Budulak Padagi Akoina Lawyers for Human Rights Manipurna Hairiba Karam Karamba company na Pavatavak Tauri Aduga company Karam Karamba Singasina Akoida Namthak Tauri Haibedo, Mayam the Kahuna Badu Golena, regulate to double company, Makalsing a city. I could not McCoy the Sian Tamariam Kudung Tinai, Oire.
Members of International Peace and Social Advancement, IPSA, Kanglei Park Moirang branch, condoled the sudden demise of BK Moirangcha, convener of JCILPS and president of AMESCO. He succumbed to COVID-19. IPSA also shared the grief of the bereaved family. And Gitchandra Singh, president of IPSA Moirang branch, said they will continue to the unfinished works of BK Moirangcha. Nishikant Sapam, an independent candidate from Kaishamthong constituency, filed nomination for the upcoming Manipur Assembly election on Tuesday. After filing his papers, he told media that his team was not affected when his name was not featured in the BJP ticket list recently. Nishikant said he had never done anything to harm BJP, adding that he was wholeheartedly helping the party. He promised that he will work for the people.
Team Nishikant halfway betray Tongamoina, Adunai Atopaso as I handed to Haji, Atopada Chachara, independent fight Tojare. Aduga Angak Panisisu ticket Pangramatunda, Adumati wave Kongre, see Ishwargi Lilani, Kainoda, Mayamno Urini, Kanana deserving Oigite, Aduna Panghauda Matamda, Akoi Manipurgi, Akoi Manipurgi Jati, Ziga, Handak, no walk and no experience away. Akoina ticket Panghidra Matunda. Akoigi team Nishikant me Amatakai hide. Adumatic emotional wigi Amatakai hide, Adagidi, me Paniam ticket Pangamatung, the Soy and Yaujaka, Hyper Mimiam Zoo, Loinamak ticket Pang the Loy Yausile. Aduda I realized of Jay, Akoigi Manipur, Akoijat, Akoise. Akoise Adumatic emotional wibani, Adu emotional Wimatamda, Pashana labor yadi. Adu I realized of Jay, Aduga, and I have never been so proud to be a Manipuri, where I should realize over the. I do not take pride in and I love Manipur.
Former MLA of Moirang constituency and INC candidate P. Sarachandra on Tuesday filed nomination for the upcoming 12th Manipur Assembly election. His papers were submitted to Moirang returning officer M. Ingocha at Bishnupur DC office. BJP didn't allot him party ticket this time, as the party thinks that he is no more useful to the party, but the Congress party gave him ticket for the polls, he told reporters after filing papers. He said Congress is the oldest national political party in the country and that once it got immense public trust and love. Now there are many good members within the grand old party, he said, and expressed hope that the party will win majority in the upcoming Manipur Assembly.
Congress Party na mas National Party ni yam na leader ba India ki politics ki India ki destiny marai baksile pada so dai talor ko duma party duna ai ki service se darkar le rahe ba BJP ki na hojik jare you have done 5 years aduna hojik ti ai question nang ki service se muk darkar le tre hai bo erong mani. So I am equally happy because democracy is all about people's destiny si ekoi na kar main to duna fajana thamna bokhana ke ne have the people ki rai logani vertic logani, and that is how
Awangbo Numai, Minister of Forest, Environment and Climate Change and NPF candidate, filed his nomination papers from 52 Tamil constituency at DC office, Tamenglong District headquarters on Tuesday. He was accompanied by his election agent, Micah Panmay, and advocate H. Bisheshwari Devi. Minister Awangbo is also the president of Manipur unit of Naga People's Front, NPF. Meanwhile, Willubo Numai, a BJP candidate, also filed his nomination from 52 Tamil constituency. He was accompanied by his election agent. It may be mentioned that 52 Tamil ST Assembly constituency has as the highest number of voters in Tamenglong district at 40,178, out of which 19,528 are male voters and 20,650 are female voters. Tamil will have 93 polling stations in Tamil constituency, which goes to poll on March 3. Under Operation Sadbhavana, Red Shield Division under the aegis of Spear Corps presented IT hardware, 8 computer sets, printers and IT furniture to village Machangram and Kanglatongbi, Dispari, Leimakong, Imphal, Manipur. With the IT hardware, the school and offices of both the villages will be able to enhance the digital India movement and IT literacy. On behalf of local population, village headman Thomas Shingbeng May of village Machangram and Dilip Kumar Karki of village Kanglatongbi, Dispari expressed gratitude towards Red Shield Division and the Indian Army for executing project for development of the region. Speaking on the occasion, Deputy GOC of Red Shield Division, Brigadier K. Loganathan, said that the Indian Army and Red Shield Division are committed to the overall development of the region and have been working with local and civil administration for the improvement of same and shall continue to do so in future.
सबसे अच्छी बात है कि आज ऐसा अच्छा दिन में आप लोगों के साथ मुलाकात हुआ है और यहाँ पे इस फंक्शन में जो इंजीनियर रेजिमेंट में आयोजित किया है वहाँ पे बच्चों के लिए स्कूल वाला बच्चों के लिए दोनों गांव के लिए 4-4 कंप्यूटर और उसके साथ जो एक्सेसरीज है वो पूरा हमने आप सद्भावना का प्रोजेक्ट के थ्रू इसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए हमको मौका मिला. ये सबसे अच्छी बात है.
Let's take a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Karigumba dom yumda laiba anaba singi hida kappa dressing tauba blood sample loba rice tube hapa catheterization hapa enema tobinaba experience lairaba nurse amati doctor thibada awaba thengnabirabadi wabiraganu Medline Home Nursing Care Service Manipurna kungkunmari chukna adom yumda latuna hida kappa injection piba dressing tauba feeding tube hapa catheter hapa amadi makhal kya ge anaba experience lairaba doctor amadi nursing laktuna mating pangzari akupa marol gidamak Medline gi helpline number 9205987988 amukasu 9205987988 ta call tawna tanabiu natraga Google Play Store gi Medline app download tawna booking tawi.
Welcome back after the break. A 47-year-old journalist identified as Jayanta Debnath was beaten up by 2 constables of the Assam police Monday after the former questioned them for not wearing helmets while on a 2-wheeler. Several local press clubs Tuesday expressed outrage over the incident that took place in Basugaon of Chirang district. A video of Debnath, a journalist with regional news channel Pratidin Times being beaten up by the constables has gone viral on social media. An FIR under sections 341, 323 and 427 of the Indian Penal Code has been registered against the two constables, Pradeep Saha and Lakhi Barman. A department inquiry is underway. As the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly is knocking at the door, campaigning by candidates is gaining momentum. A flag hoisting ceremony in favor of BJP candidate Dinganglung alias Dipu Gangmai from 54 Numba SD Assembly constituency was held on Tuesday at Dolangchiru village of Numba subdivision under Nonai district. BJP Tamenglong district President Daniel Malangmai hoisted the flag in presence of the hundreds of supporters, village authority members, church leaders, student leaders, BJP workers from different segments and his Central Election Management Committee members. A special blessing prayer with mass declaration in support of the candidate led by Dolangchiru Baptist Church pastor. Reverend James Toitag was also held during the program. Speaking at the flag hoisting ceremony, Dipu Gangmai thanked the BJP central and state leaders for giving him the party ticket to contest in the forthcoming election and said that it is God that chooses him to serve the people of Numba constituency. He also mentioned in the recent past, Numba faced a problem over allotment of BJP ticket for Numba. He appealed to all intending candidates and people of Numba to come together under one roof to ensure victory by BJP in the constituency. Dipu further stated that if he is elected, he would work for the cause of the downtrodden section and protect the interests of minority groups.
You do not choose me, I choose you. Haibudo. Ishona, I will choose to give me. Okay, Rasniti the Haidasu, okay, Dada Post Sing, okay, Nahena experience the qualify him away. Ado Prada Sevatova, Sans Ama, Ishona, Borpidi, BJP ticket, Makada, contest over Oishnu Haibagi. At this party official candidate when it choose to be I will just journey start opening. Mafam Tungai, Hobadana Hosiki, Adu Mado Loina, Kautoraga, Hatabasing, Oil of a single Loina, Kautoraga, Kopiraga, Amamabu. Ishorminda, Kopiraga, Linzin Manaraga, Asi.
In yet another blistering attack on the Congress party, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the party should be renamed as the Federation of Congress. The Prime Minister, while replying to the debate on the motion of thanks on President's address in Rajya Sabha on Tuesday, said without Congress, India wouldn't have seen the emergency Sikh genocide. Without Congress, India would have been free from the emergency, corruption, Sikh genocide, Kashmiri Pandits, exodus, daughters would have been safe, people would have got basic amenities, Prime Minister Modi said amid protests from the opposition. Further, he said this mindset has had an impact on the policies of those who received the opportunity to work for the best for the last 50 years. It gave birth to perversions. Ye democracy aapki Merbani se nahi hai. This democracy is not due to your generosity. Those who strangulated democracy in 1975 should not speak on it. Meanwhile, Congress MPs staged a walkout of Rajya Sabha during Prime Minister Modi's speech in the House. All 7 missing army personnel who were struck by an avalanche in high-altitude area of Kameng sector in Arunachal Pradesh on February 6 were retrieved dead, the Indian Army said. An ANI input quoted the Army as saying their bodies were retrieved from the avalanche site. The 7 Army personnel were part of a patrol team and had gone missing after being hit by an avalanche in Tawang district. A residential training camp of Pankak Silat Sport at LP school compound of Bishnupur district drew to a close today. The camp began from 29th of January. L. Shamkumar, organizer of the camp, said they wanted to complete training camp, but due to COVID fear by parents of the participants, it was cut short. Shamkumar said the residential training camp will be continued when the COVID-19 situation improves. Opening ceremony of the first district-level Open League Soccer Futsal Champions 2022, organized by Longmai Nonay District Soccer Futsal Association (LDSFA), under the motto of "Fame is a Thirst of Youth," was kicked off today at Longmai 1 Playground. Established on 2021, which had affiliated to Manipur Soccer Futsal Association (MANISFA) and ISFF. During the opening ceremony, Napoleon Ruangmai, DFO Nonay District Division, and Dr. Gairanlung Rabi Thaimei, DMO DSO Nonay District, attended as chief guest and guest of honor respectively, in presence of Mumen Kundrakbam. Vice President Manisfa, Dr. Rabi mentioned on his speech that being a sportsman, health and education is the main important in the field of sport and avoid drugs. As part of the opening ceremony, program flag hoisting by chief guest, cultural dances, presentation of traditional muffler for dignitaries, songs presentation from several artists were the main highlight during the program. Moreover, oath-taking was led by Kamgong Kamson, Vice President LDSFA, in presence of LDSFA President Josiah Golmay. A 5-day-long sport registered 25 football teams from Nonay District. The opening match was played between LDSFA A versus LMYC.
Platform Nonay District Soccer Futsal Association for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to talk about Manisfa in particular and soccer futsal in.
Before we wrap up with today's bulletin, the top news headlines once again. Plates of Nungdolan Bridge collapse, trucks stranded. Manipur sees 160 COVID-19 fresh infections, 6 deaths in 24 hours. And Akhilesh pledges to make all farmers debt-free by 2025. That is the end of the English Bulletin at 7 p.m. Stay tuned to Pawnee Television for more updates.